another one.
This question asks, is QA suitable for me? It says, I'm a computer science graduate currently working in a US-based startup remotely from a developing country. Finding such a job was not easy at all. I currently work as a full stack software engineer, and I am quite pleased with the job. However, I work slow. I can never work fast because I like things perfect. I was wondering, would a role as a QA engineer be suitable for me? Can I find remote work easily? Well, the answer to that is if you like things perfect, then I would highly, highly, highly urge you to stay far, far, far away from QA because although you like things perfect, you do not have the power to make things perfect. Let me repeat that.
Message.
Although you like things perfect, you do not have the power to make things perfect. I like things perfect, or maybe I like things a certain way, but I know working in the field that I'm in that number one, perfect is the enemy of good. So, and that's one of the great things about the whole agile environment, right? With the whole MVP concept, you know, you're not releasing something perfect. It could barely be good, but you're releasing something. And then based on the feedback that you get off of that, you iterate on it because to me, something might be perfect, but to the person who's using it, to the customer, it's the worst thing in the world because that's not how they wanted to use it. But me, I like it. To me, it's perfect for me.
I hate it here. I want to go home.
Right? And then when and that's how I feel when like I thought it was perfect, and then the person who's actually paying for it, who's using it, they're like, oh, this is not what I wanted, right? So being like thinking about perfect is not going to work, and especially if you are a perfectionist, then QA is not going to work out for you because you're not going to ever get it to be perfect. You're going to get it to work. All right. Now, if you are a full stack software engineer, and let's take this into perspective as well, right? You work in a US based startup remotely for from a developing country. You probably have a position that many of your peers would kill for. Like literally, they'll probably kill for it, right? So with that being said, I wouldn't I would say like and think about compensation as well. Um if QA was to happen to pay more in a third world in a developing country, and you can get a job working for a US based company, then okay, sure, maybe go for that. But I think that the trajectory and the opportunities that you get for being a full stack developer, it is a lot, right? And maybe like me being in QA, I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Um, you like the developers, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna make more than the QA, right? Um, and as a full stack person, like you get to full stack software engineer, you get to like control a lot of things, and there's a lot of opportunity growth and everything like that. But I would say you already got something that many people would, like I said, would kill to get is working for like one, you have a computer science degree. Two, you work for a US based startup company and you work remotely. So you get to work from home and you're working in in a developing country. So, and as you said, you already said it was not easy at all. I know it's not easy, right? It's super hard to because I know tons of people who are in like third world countries or developing countries, and they would love to work for a US based company as a full stack software engineer. Now, You might be getting paid a little less than if you were in the US as a full stack software engineer, but I can guarantee that you're getting paid a lot more than what you would be getting paid if you're working for a company in your country, right? Um, and I'm going to address the part about you working slow towards the end, right? But so you wonder if a QA engineer role would be suitable for you? I mean, all jokes aside, I'm sure like you would be just fine in it. But I think you are in a good spot as you are. And while you can find remote work easily, working for a US based company, there's a lot of hoops to jump through for a US company to hire somebody remotely in another country, like in a like there's many legal things, right? So I would say I would definitely say if I were you, I would stick to the full stack software engineer because it's it's something that you've been doing and you're good at it, right? But and if you're going to switch to QA, I would say switch it within the company that you're in. Do not leave the company that you're in because of your circumstance. Like, if you're in the US, then I'll say like yeah, like just start applying for somewhere else. But because you are in a developing country, working remotely for a US based startup, it is not easy to get those type of jobs. So I would say cherish it and appreciate it, right? So and if you wanted to switch to QA, try to switch to QA within that company. Don't quit and now you are out on your butt and you can't do anything, right? Because I I wouldn't have sympathy for you because it's you making a bad decision, right? So now to address the part of you work slow because you like things perfect. So number one, liking stop requiring things to be perfect. You can like perfect things, but stop requiring it to be perfect. But number two, you need to practice more. Practice your code. Just practice the things that you work on, the areas that you find slow. Practice on that. Get better. Get faster. You know, no track and field runner. The first time they get on the track and they just blow everybody away. It doesn't work that way. They have to work. They have to run and run and run and run. Basketball players, Kobe Bryant, right? I never appreciated Kobe Bryant until I read more about him, right? He put in the work. He practiced like crazy. It would be 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. His trainer, Tim Grover, would get to the gym to work out with him, and Kobe is already sweating up a storm, right? He was putting in the work. And that's why, like, we would see Kobe on the court for like 2 hours during a game, right? But just to get ready for that game, he was working and working and working and working. And that's what I'm talking about. If you say that you work slow, you can't work fast because you like things perfect, you need to practice to know how to how the things that you like to do in a quote unquote perfect manner. Learn them better, learn them faster. Like so you can it just clicks. It just clicks. You just go. All right. Stop. Like don't change like your wonderful opportunity that you've been gifted. Right. You earned it, but it's also gifted. Right. Don't waste that because like, oh, I feel like I'm working too slow, so I want to go to QA. If you think you're working slow as a full stack software engineer, you're going to be even slower as a QA because you're going to be required to test from a multitude of software engineers, right? So right now you're only contributing your work, but now imagine if you're QA and you have like 5-6 developers sending you stuff that needs to be tested, and you want things to be perfect, so you're taking your sweet little time on each of them. That is not going to work for you, and you're going to feel even worse. So I'd say practice your full stack software engineering, right? So I'm guessing if you're full stack software engineer, you're probably using like React and stuff like that. Go on codewords.com, right? Work on practice problems, work on getting faster, working on getting better, work on code katas, all that type of stuff. Get better at your craft and win. All right? Get better at your craft and win.
The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning.
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.
Enigmatic Joker.